here, Jalen and the Eagles hosting the Rams. Rematch of a good playoff game last year. Eagles down 26-7, but again, here they come. They found A.J. Brown.
Yeah, play the game for me. It's 2nd and 13. You haven't done anything offensively. They double move A.J. Brown. Beautiful throw. Next play, they see the coverage rotation. Jalen Hurts, he gets Dallas Goedert down the middle of the field. Finally, some life for this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Just like that, they're back in the game. Then they're running the tush push. There was so many eyes, Shefty, on this yesterday. They ran it effectively one more time.
And I think it was a surprising fact that there was not a single false start called against Philadelphia. The Eagles are bracing for that.
That's right, but it doesn't get called. And then there's A.J. Brown with a nice back shoulder. His first touchdown of the year at 26-21. 9 minutes left. Rams lining up for a field goal to make it a 2-score game.
Blocked. Yeah, this was the story of the game. If you just watch that first field goal from that moment on, those defensive tackles for Philadelphia kept putting their hands up, and it ends up being the difference.
Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis now. Eagles get it 3rd and 10.
Put him one-on-one. That's really the change. They put A.J. Brown by himself one-on-one, said, you're a grown man. Not many people on planet Earth can cover you. And Jalen was patient getting him the football, the physical presence. Very next 3rd down, it's the same situation. They run the same route. A.J. wins one-on-one. He's physically too big.
A few plays later, Eagles 4th and 4, and they're going for it.
Man.
Is it A.J. again?
No, it's Devontae. They cover everybody up. And really, this is the only person on that play that Jalen Hurts could have thrown the ball to.
So they get the 1-point lead. They go for the 2. They don't get it. And that sets up this. 3 seconds left. Merrill Reese on the call.
Ball spotted. The kick is away. It's blocked. It's blocked. It's picked up by the Eagles. Running with it is Davis. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Game over. Jordan Davis. Are you kidding me? Lost them again. Are you kidding me? Lost them again. Have you ever seen anything like this?
You haven't seen many like it. What did you just say, D. Wood?
I love a good big 6, baby.
Jordan Davis. You look at the wheels. They didn't need the points. It did cover, and they win 33-26. There were a few of those kind of plays late in the game. But look at Nick Sirianni. Look at the celebration. The Eagles right now, and I think somewhat quietly in the big picture, are doing things we have seldom seen in NFL history. In the last 40 years, some teams that have won 19 out of 20 games in a stretch include the 85-86 Bears, the 89-90 49ers. Patriots did it in the early 2000s. We're talking about an historically great run by this Philadelphia team. 19-1 in their last 20 games, and the one loss was the game that Jalen Hurts gets knocked out early, and they wind up losing by 3 points to the Commanders. So this is a team, Shefty, what were you saying about them this morning?
Well, again, Jalen Hurts 17-0 his last 17 starts. The Eagles have become inevitable. Watching them feels a little bit like watching the Patriots in their heyday, or the Chiefs when they were ripping off all these wins, which they have been doing until recently. It feels like when you're watching the Eagles, they're going to make the play that matters. And as we watched those highlights before, any one of those plays the Rams can make, and the game is over. And on every single one, the Eagles make the play that keeps them alive, that gives them hope, that allows them to put themselves in position to win. They become inevitable. It feels like whenever they're in the spot, they're going to make the play to win the game somehow, some way.
And here's why Orlovsky is the best. Because he doesn't just put together great quarterback tape. He's got blocked field goal tape for us.
That's the difference in the game.
That's how they win the game.
And there's 2 things you got to see. Is there a push? And are you getting the hands up as defensive players consistently? You go to the first field goal of the game by the Rams. I want everyone to pay attention to Carter and Davis and the push that they get initially, and then their hands go up. Okay, so you're watching that going, there's good internal push, and they're getting their hands up, okay? And so as a Rams team, you're sitting there going, we gotta fix this. You go to the next field goal. Maybe these don't matter in the moment, but you watch those guys. Do they get internal push? Yup. And are their hands up? They're just missing these kicks by 2, 3, 4 inches, maybe 6 inches. And so as a Philadelphia Eagles team, you're like, we're going to get one. We're going to go get one. This is the first buck. Look where they are. Side by side, next to each other. Watch the push. They get initial, like 2, 3 feet in the backfield. Both of them getting their hands up. That's their first block kick. The Rams never adjust. On the game, the one that ends the game, the Rams take the guard out, Dotson. They have a backup in there. There's those two same guys over the backup guard right now. Watch the push that they get. It's blouses. And both of them getting their hands up. So this is great by the Eagles special teams to get those two guys who are dominant defensive tackles to on field goals. 1, rush like it matters, and then 2, get your hands up every single time because you never know which one you're going to get. Kudos to the Eagles special teams because it pays off, and I'm shocked that the Rams really didn't address it because you see the push from the very first attempt.
When you have a lead, the likes of which the Rams had yesterday, I give the Eagles all the credit in the world. No one's trying to take anything away from them. But the other side has to contribute as well. The Rams had so many chances to win this game, settling for field goals early that Dan just showed them to you when they could have put touchdowns on the board and put the game away. And then when they took that lead at 26, they never scored again. They just completely stopped. This felt like an opportunity for the Rams to prove they were one of the best teams in the league.
Absolutely, and I think they did anyway.
Yeah, they did. They are.
I think they did, and that was what I said going into the game. I'm like, they're going to show the entire world what I already know, that this team belongs right there with them. Mm-hmm. There's no way you can't say it. Look, the only reason they never won the game is because Dan and I mentioned this morning, Stafford
played bad.
Stafford played bad. If Stafford plays a normal game, all right, then they end up winning this game. Mm-hmm. But to me, that was what was missing. But I got to say something. I got to give credit to Sharpe. Remember yesterday we're sitting back in there, and he doesn't just tell you that, hey, look, it feels this way. No, he called his shot. And I'm like, Sharpe, you're out of your mind. They blocked the first one, then I got to block this one. Boom, boom. Told you they were going to block this one. Like, Sharpe called the darn thing. And here's the thing. When you talk about adjustments, that's one thing you can't do technique-wise. It's the same thing every time. You interlock your legs and